Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to a brand new video, and I just want to start off by saying this. First, did you guys watch this video right here? And if you didn't, then you missed out, because I'm going to show you guys exactly the outcome of what came from that breakdown, right? I did a Sunday market breakdown, which I want to do every single week, so turn your post notifications on. I showed you guys us breaking down YM, NQES, how to really pick the best asset to trade, right? The importance of having that, that versatility, being able to expand into different markets, but staying within the same assets. And I was basically going down through each time frame or each pair and really decide which one was going to be for the best for us to pick and trade to start off the week. And we actually secured, you're going to see right here, you actually secured about an $800 trade. If I held a little bit more, it would have been a $1,000 day. So it was a beautiful trade to start off Monday. Again, why am I showing you a screenshot? I showed you the screenshot, and I'm showing you the P&L because I wasn't home, right? So I'm closing out my position there. Once I get my alert, I wasn't home to be live trading that account. But this time, I showing you guys the P&L. But it was an $800 day. It was a beautiful day, and exactly what came out of that. Now remember, I am soft launching this mentorship again, where I close it down for 6 months. I have the whole Discord. I have my students coming to me in full one-on-one, learning exactly how to do this every single day. I'm excited to get back into it because I love to teach. For those of you who don't know, I went to college to be a professor. That didn't turn out well because I learned how to trade, and I haven't looked back ever since. But enough of me rambling. I'm going to be breaking down this trade really quickly, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Remember, try to take as much as you can from this video, and yeah. So going into the market, right, again, this is something that I broke down thoroughly in Sunday's market, right? I'm coming into the market and I'm already knowing that I'm going to want to go bullish, right? Again, because of what I dissected from the daily time frame the day before, from things that price is doing, like candle prints and price sweeping, right? And multiple things, right? Like over here, for example, price sweeps this level and price continues to push up, right? The way the daily candle closes, what the daily candle did versus Friday's candle, all of these things, right? So regardless of all that, if you guys want to go look at that video, go watch it. I'm going into the market bullish, right? This is now 10 a.m. now. What I'm going to show you right now starts at 10 a.m. The reason being is because since market opened at 9:30, price has just been ripping, and there's not much you can really do, right? And when price is ripping this much, you want to look for two things: a potential key level or levels that can make price turtle soup. If you don't know what a turtle soup is, it's one of my favorite setups. I also teach that. That price can either turtle soup or price is going to continue. That's what my other setup, right, is a continuous day. When you look into the futures market, price can either reverse or price is going to continue its trend, right? So to say, if London dumps, you can potentially, based on confluences, reverse the market. Or if London dumps coming into New York, price can most likely continue that trade, right? It's all about learning what to do in certain scenarios and really deducting of when is going to be those days, okay? So in this day, price is closing above buy side levels, right? My next buy side level isn't all the way up until 2501. And prices, all these candles are printing bullish, right? So going into 10 a.m., I don't have a level of the turtle soup. My draw is up higher, right? The order flow is bullish, right? Price is coming off a sweep of Thursday's low, and price is pushing up, right? And on top of that, what we dissected from the last video is the daily candle and what it did in terms of price action. So when price does this, I basically use my continuation model to really determine on what price is going to do here, right? So I'm looking here, right? And I'm looking here, right? And what do I do here? Alex, what do I do? And I get these questions all the time. When price is this bullish, I don't know what to do because price can reverse, price can continue to go up. What am I looking for? And when price is this bullish, I simply say this. You look for that first fair value gap. And you also look for a point in which you're looking to short from. Now, price is so bullish, there's no levels to short from. There's no change in the state level which is what I use to determine a change switch, that's going to tell me price is going to go short. So this day was fairly easy because I just had to wait for one thing, and that's the first fair value gap that forms, right? The first fair value gap that forms is the fair value gap that I want to take, right? And I actually went a little too far, right? And as you see on the screenshot that I wrote, right? This is what I waited for, right? I waited for the first fair value gap right here. You're going to see right here. This is the first fair value gap that formed at 10:05, right? So from 9:30, price was just ripping, right? 9:30, price rips, forms a fair value gap, right? When price is so bullish here, you want to just read price and be patient. And that's the biggest thing I see from students, right? Is being patient. Just wait, right? Don't take that first fair value gap, right? I know I said wait for that first fair value gap, but I said wait for it. I didn't say trade off of it. when I'm waiting for, when price is so bullish and I'm waiting for this fair value gap, I need to see it be respected, right? Price is either going to do one thing on that first fair value gap formed in the silver bullet time frame, right? Price is either going to respect it or price is going to disrespect it and go the other way. So here, I'm willing to lose out here, right? I want to see what happens here. So I'm waiting, and price does what? Price breaks under the 5-minute fair value gap, right? I'm waiting to see if it's going to invert it and reject it, or price is going to break back above. Price breaks back above here, and for me, this is a testing candle, right? This is a form of retest that price breaks back under, price breaks right back above. If I wanted to be aggressive, I could trade right off there. My stops would be under those lows, but I didn't do that because now I know that price is most likely going to go long, and it probably is, and it probably will be continuing to go long, but I'm not going to want to stay in the market, right? Still, even though I know it's going to go long, I want to stay in the market. So now what I'm looking for is that second fair value gap. The second fair value gap is going to be the second stage distribution where I'm going to wait for price to use that level, and I'm going to trade off that level because it'll be my second confluence, right? If the first confluence was, my daily bias was my first confluence. The second one was the fair value gap that was created in the first fair value gap. What happened there? It respected it. Price pushed up. Now the third fair value gap is going to be where we're going to be execute, and where we have to do it with confidence. We have to do it with confidence, right? So price does what? Price comes down and creates another fair value gap as it creates a new high. So the price is moving the way we want it to, right? Now we just wait. Price comes down, and price rejects this level, right? Now I'm moving down to the 1 minute time frame. Right, I'm waiting for the 1 minute time frame, and I'm looking for a change in the state. Right, I'm looking for a break and retest of the most recent high, which is going to be all the way up here. Okay, and I'm waiting, and now my levels change. Right, now a new low gets created down here. Right, new low gets created. Now I have a new change in the state. Price is also rejecting and respecting the 5-minute fair value gap again. So price wicks, breaks above, fails to create a new high. Price wicks, fails above, gives us an order block level, right? And price finally does what? Price is going to start to push bullish and actually reject this 5-minute fair value gap that I wanted to trade off of, right? I'm still waiting, and now I get what I want. Price now breaks above my changes in state level, right? This now turns into an order block. All I need to do now is wait for price to respect this, and I'm getting it on that candle closure. You're going to see on that next 1 minute candle, price does exactly that almost beautifully, right? I'm going to have some safe stops. I'm going to target 2R, right? I risked about 400 to make 800, as you guys saw, and patience. Price blows up and goes our way. Now, you can see right there that I almost got stopped out. The craziest thing about that is that I didn't see that. Again, I was away. I wasn't home. I wasn't on the chart. So all I saw was TP2 hit, right? TP2 hit, 2R, right? $800, just like that. And this, I did not trade a micro. I traded a regular contract, and I almost got stopped out. Now, why is that my low? That's because I want to protect the lows that came from before, right? I'm going to be completely honest right here, and you're going to see in the screenshot, my stops should have been down here, right? The real low. My stop should have been down here. I just wanted to scalp this trade. I thought it would take it immediately. It was kind of a bad decision, right? Because I could have easily been stopped out, and price could have easily just went my way. At the end of the day, what price did is it respected that order block again. If you go to the 5-minute time frame, this right here is just price respecting that order block, right? You're gonna go right here. You see that? Price respects this order block right here. On the 1 minute time frame, it just looks different on the 5-minute time frame, but we could have easily been wicked out. So you got to be careful. You want to be careful in these scenarios, and you want to be able to catch these trades in these days where price is just ripping or price is just melting, right? There's a couple things you want to do. You want to stay patient. You want to stay disciplined. Everything I teach. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys are tuned into the next video that I'm going to be dropping, because I'm just really focusing on teaching and helping and leveling up this year starting today, right? Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Deuces.